So we've all heard the phrase, the Kettering advantage, right? It's one of our main taglines, so you see it everywhere. In our ads around campus, in the videos made by marketing, on posters, on billboards. In some ways, it's become a bit of a cliche around here. We stopped thinking about what it actually means. Today I want to talk about that. What does it actually mean, the Kettering advantage? I think it's best to begin by sharing a time with you when what it means to have the Kettering advantage kind of hit me right in the face. So I will begin with a short story. Before getting my job at my current company, I checked out several career fairs that were unaffiliated with Kettering. When I went to the first one, I started out a nervous wreck. I had a hard time thinking that what I had to offer was any better than the calm and collected soon-to-be graduates walking past me, and all I could think of were my points of seeming deficiency. I must have looked as sweaty and uncomfortable as I felt because several other candidates asked me if I was okay within my first few minutes of arrival. As I scuttled over to stand in line behind a few students to wait my turn at a company's booth, trying to piece out the least awkward way to hand someone my resume while shaking their hand, I overheard, or to be more honest, I was eavesdropping, and a recruiter asked a young man to recount what applicable experience he had for this open position. He launched into an explanation about how one lab session he had for an engineering course had provided them the experience he needed to be a good fit. I let out a little scoff and thought, look at this guy. That's a pretty big stretch for him to think that a couple of hours that he spent in the lab is the same as actual work experience. But it didn't take me too long to realize that that was really all he had to work with. If you don't have a curriculum that's geared towards a more practical use of theoretical option or knowledge, what other options did you have? My confidence grew as I thought about the thousands of hours of legitimate work experience that I had at my disposal to speak to. For the rest of the day, students around me spoke of leadership through class projects and maybe some experience through summer internships, while I described detailed encounters with global companies and the technical knowledge that I had gained through that. That was a true example of the Kettering advantage. Now, the Kettering advantage comes at a cost. It involves effort from a lot of different people. There's our parents, family, professors, and friends who, at a bare minimum, spent the last 4.5 years listening to all of us complain about our lives, or, more honestly, our lack thereof. But I know that many of our supporters did a great deal more than that. Whether or not they helped us financially, they sacrificed a lot to get us to be sitting in these seats today. So I think right now is a great time to show them that we truly appreciate them. And as much as they've done for us, there's an insane amount of effort we've put in ourselves. We've given up sleep, sanity, summer breaks, and social engagement, and I'm sure a few of us are prematurely graying. But it was worth it, and now is our time to be proud. Be proud of the fact that not just anyone can get a degree, and beyond that, not just anyone can get a degree from Kettering University. Every single one of us here deserves to be where we are. But just because we're graduating doesn't mean that it's over. Commencement is a beginning, and we still have a long way to go. The world is changing, and we can't survive behind the titles of our majors. More is expected of us. With employers increasingly relying on a lean workforce, we will all be expected to use our critical thinking abilities and expertise to become multifaceted assets to our companies. Our strongest attributes are no longer our technical prowess or business strategy. They are our ability to use critical thinking to communicate solutions, and our ability to build relationships across many disciplines and many frames of mind. Luckily, we have a head start within another facet of the Kettering advantage. Since Kettering is such a specialized school, we are required to expand beyond the stereotypes of our majors to ensure our school functions successfully through student government, a highly networked Greek system, over 100 clubs, and a variety of community service activities. We've had to work with each other to explore our leadership capabilities and fully utilize the 11 weeks we have on campus. Had I attended another school, I don't know if I would have ever gained the confidence to seek out challenges to my preliminary ideas of what it meant to be an engineer by becoming part of student government or Greek life. By complementing our academics with these activities, we managed to defy the stereotypes of a STEM school and maximize our potential as leaders. And let's not forget that we've done it all while engaging with some of the most difficult curricula in the country, not to mention the fact that we operate as two separate student bodies, transitioning frequently and communicating well enough to progress forward and make continual improvement. When I look back, I realize how encouraged and inspired I was by not only the campus faculty and staff, but also my fellow students, who showed me that being an engineer could mean anything I wanted it to. I've met so many future entrepreneurs with the most innovative ideas, and there are many in here that I know plan to go on to use their technical capabilities to become lawyers, doctors, professors, on and on. So this is my main point. If you take nothing else from this speech, just this, okay? The Kettering advantage is the knowledge that the skills associated with hard work, critical thinking, and the love of a challenge are universally applicable. This means in whatever career you ultimately pursue, in your personal lives, wherever you end up living, whatever you end up creating, you have these hard-earned skills to take with you. And because we understand this, our class, we understand this, I know that we have what it takes to not just keep up with the changing dynamics of employer expectation, but to thrive in that kind of condition. And I know we will accept the challenge to do it in a safe, ethical, innovative, and environmentally conscious manner. With this capability, we can drive change from start to finish, and there's no limit to the possibilities. While this can be intimidating, we can't overlook how fortunate we are to have so many doors open for each of us. That's the result of our hard work. We've not only put in the work to have all kinds of doors open for us, we've put in the work to build the damn door. The Kettering advantage is alive because the graduates of this school have shown over and over that we will be the front runners of affecting change. So I want to extend a personal congratulations to everyone out there. I am so proud of our class, and it's been a true pleasure to grow into the individuals we are alongside each of you. Kettering was one of the first places I've ever truly felt like I belonged, and I owe so much of that to everyone here. Make sure to show appreciation to your friends, family, and supporters, but really make sure to appreciate yourself. Be proud of where you are. You truly deserve it. I wish you all the best of luck in the paths you've started down. And hey, feel free to name drop me a little when you're famous. Congratulations, class of 2016.